Hello, I am Jason Shapiro with crowdedmarketreport.com. Today I just want to do a quick thing on some technical analysis because I was looking at this chart and I sent it to a guy I know who was very into technical analysis. And I just asked him to draw the lines as he saw them based on his technical analysis ability. And it's clear what we had here, was we had a support line that eventually broke, banged up against it, 1, 2, 3, hammered against it, broke through it, came back, and then broke through for real. And when it did, it went down a lot, as it's supposed to do when it breaks support. And then that ended up turning into a head and shoulders pattern with the neckline here. And when it broke through that head and shoulders pattern, the asset went up a lot. It actually went up, came back and tried to test the neckline, and then went up a lot. And while it did that, it formed a channel here. And when it broke through that channel and confirmed below that, it went down a lot, as it was supposed to do. Then apparently it formed sort of this little flag pattern, broke through, false breakout, that was fine. But then we had a support here, back at these lows, which you could even extend back to these lows, right? And it broke through and went down, as it should. Formed this upward sloping pennant, which is usually a bullish sign, and broke through that. Didn't really follow through on that breakthrough, came back to that line and broke down. So if you were doing technical analysis properly, if you were buying this breakout, when it broke back through it, you would have gotten out of that and possibly shorted it. A lot of people like to go the other way when a technical analysis pattern actually fails, is a strong pattern. So if this was the breakout and this was the breakout failed, then you probably would have shorted this, and that would have worked as well. Went down quite a bit, and then recently just kind of came back and tested the seam of the crime. And it doesn't matter what this asset is, because technical analysis doesn't care about the fundamentals of the asset or what the asset is. It's just a question of looking at these charts and deciphering patterns that have worked before based on sort of psychology of the people and probabilities. That's what we're told. And in this particular case, you could argue it worked very, very well in a number of trades here, right as it was supposed to work. Here's the thing. What this is a chart of is the P&L of betting heads on 10,000 flips of a coin. This was your P&L on that. So it's a completely random time series, right? Every flip of that coin would have been 50-50. No matter how you want to talk to me about probabilities, every single flip was 50-50, right? And you didn't have, this wasn't a question of, okay, there was support here because the people that were buying are defending that level. This wasn't a question of a breakout on something, or any of that is not valid here because there were no buyers, there were no sellers, and there was no market psychology. This was every single flip of this coin, I can promise you, was a 50-50 chance of heads or tails. Okay. So could we draw lines around that showed us a profitable trading strategy? In retrospect, apparently we can, and we did, right? I didn't. This technical analysis guy I know did. But again, there was no stuff in here that technical analysis people talk about, support, resistance, like here. People weren't, selling into this because the buyers who bought here, we're getting out and all the things that what technical analysis is supposed to be telling us, right? None of that existed here, okay? And yet, here we go. So, could you have made some profitable trades off of that? It looks like you could have, right? So take that for what it is. I personally think that it shows the point that this stuff is random, and you can make it look like it's not if that's what you want to do. But hey, you could also say, hey, look, even a random set of data was profitable in using this technical analysis. If you want to take it like that, then you could take it like that. But I just thought it was an interesting exercise. and I thought I'd share it. So I hope you find that interesting. I'd love to hear your questions and comments on that. And I hope everybody had a good week, and I wish everybody a good February, and we will talk again soon. Please like the video if you liked it, or hate it if you hated it. And check us out, crowdedmarketreport.com. Thank you.